Hey everyone, welcome to a new Let's Play with me, your host Tim. And today, we're going to start playing through Arco together. I think that's how you pronounce it. There'll be some prep here that you can skip by adjusting the slider up here on YouTube to the appropriate spot, in case you don't listen to me prattle on about the game for a little bit. Maybe 3 or 4 minutes. Going to talk somewhat quickly about what type of game it is, why we're playing it, how far I got in it, assuming I've played it before, and any tisms I'll have as we play this game together, which is to say things that you might find annoying, but I'm going to do them anyway, so you should probably have a heads up about them. Let's get started. Arco is a role-playing game, and we will follow the journey of our protagonist through this world. It's not our world, although it will feel like it at some points, but there are things, like there's magic, I think, or creatures that exist here that will not exist in our world. The game's role-playing will take place in the form of both of dialogue options and combat. Combat is rather unique, and I think I will let the game show us combat when we do that part of the tutorial. On that note, you should know that I've gotten up to Act 3. Maybe about 1/3 or half of the way through it, I'm not quite sure. And I decided that I like the game enough that I wanted to record it. On that note, it is 12:30 a.m., and I'm having trouble sleeping. As such, since I'm waiting to fall asleep, why not record some of this game while I still got it in me this bright early morning, or dark, dim morning. For tisms, you should know that I like reading everything, and so I'll be reading all the in-game descriptions of various items, and of course I'll be reading all the dialogue which happens in the game. I will not make sound effects for the animals, however, that we find. Well, I hope the game does so. Some of the animals do have a little bit of voice. You can tell it's a human voice making the animal sounds, and I think it's perfect. But there's no dialogue that's voiced, so I will read all of it. On that note, there is language in this game, so expect the F-bomb to be dropped here or there. I don't mind that sort of thing. I tend not to swear myself, but a heads up, that's in this game. If it looks like a cute game, it's got some heavy themes that will be going for it as we play through it, so be aware of that as we play. Anything else? No, you should expect me to comment on things as we play, and of course, I like trying to do my best to describe how things work in the game, especially when we meet new mechanics, so you should expect me to do that as well as we play. I will do my best to not save scum, so when we go into a combat, if I don't like the result, we're going to keep it. The game does allow you to kind of redo combats when you would like, if you want to do it a little bit better. Not quite the same as, Oh, that just left my head, another game. Okay, who cares? All right, that's good enough. I'm going to start babbling. All right, with all that said, I think my voice is coming out okay, and we should be good to go. So, let's get going. Act 1. Pilgrimage. Home camp, EO Pilgrimage Convoy. Or is it IO? I think it's EO. You've already seen Act 1. This is a tutorial. The outcome does not change the story. Would you like to skip ahead to Act 2? Normally, viewer, I will not read the tutorial messages, but this time I just wanted to very quickly. We are going to play the tutorial. There's some story stuff that happens here that I feel is important enough that we will want to watch it. And yes, to my knowledge, the outcome of whatever happens here does not change the story whatsoever. So with that said, let's play. There once lived a boy. The boy's family lived off the land. All was well. One day, the boy's whole village went on a pilgrimage to visit the sacred tree, a holy place for their people. But they stopped just short of their destination. I suppose I should mention really quick, I'm bad at names in this game. All the names I'm going to be bad at pronouncing, or places or things. I am so sorry. I don't mean to mispronounce the stuff. It will happen almost all the time, starting with our character's name when we see his entire name instead of his nickname. Anyway, let's get going. I guess really quick, we move around. This is obviously us. We get close to something we can interact with. A little icon will appear over it that lets us interact with that thing. Teco, I want to see the tree. Why did we stop here? Don't know. We'll probably get moving again in the morning. I want to see her now. Big kids have patience. I'm not a big kid. You are. I see your point. I guess that's our little sister? Well, what was that? It's like someone's peeking at our camp. The tent smells of your village. It's been weeks since you left. It does look like he's spying, doesn't it? Beautiful background here. Look at this. Very majestic. Your dad is sharpening arrows. Dad, why are we stopped here? When are we going to visit the sacred tree? There's no rush. We'd best tread carefully. Do you need help with anything? No, but Otley was looking for you. I saw him on the west side of the camp. It's a donkey. We're already riding a donkey. We'll need to pet another one. See ya, donkey. Hey, Grandpa's sleeping. Like his shawl he's wearing. He sure loves to sleep, man. So do I. I've been sleeping for like 12 or 13 hours a day recently, viewer. Oh, it's wonderful. But it's annoying I'm not getting as much stuff done. Man. I'm going to go on a small tangent immediately, viewer. Did you know that today... Oh my goodness, I hope I don't start getting too emotional. Today is March 15th, 12:40-ish a.m. 2 years ago, I was told that I survived leukemia. That labs had come in and there was no sign of the cancer. I'm very lucky that I'm able to take a 4-hour nap in the middle of the day and keep playing games at night. Man. I hope I can live long enough that I can sleep all day. And I'm grateful for all the doctors and nurses who watched over me. Sorry, the music is adding to this. Alright, let's move on, Tim. This isn't about your cancer. Let the old man rest. He's earned it. Hope I can make honking noises when I sleep eventually. Teco, I made some tamales. My favorite. That's my boy. 2 tamales. Eat up. Eat your strength. We can access our inventory by clicking on our character and clicking on the backpack. We'll talk more about this later. Right now, here's our tamales. It said +2 hit points. This does not increase our max hit points, it just heals us 2 hit points. Let's talk about this really quickly. Our character, his name, the hit points that character has, the mana that character has. Hit points reaches 0, you die. Mana reaches 0, you cannot use abilities. We'll talk more about this during combat. And a tamal is a delicious meal wrapped in banana leaves. Perfect travel food. I've never had tamales, I think. When I was in college, I roomed with, one of my roommates was from Cambodia, and he would make his own food with different types of wraps and so on. Delicious. Very different. I remember a meal that was like meat and something, and he dipped it in peanut butter. That was crazy, but it was tasty. Teco, there you are. It's your lucky day, because I'm in need of some help. That's me. I'm real lucky. That's the right attitude. I'm glad you see it that way. Listen, poor Roberto is shooting snot like a cannon. Ugh. Oh, it's nothing too serious. A load of yarrow will fix him up real good. Maybe you could visit the grove nearby to get some. I'd go myself, but you know what would happen if I left Roberto alone. Now, I've marked it on your map, nice and big. Yarrow. Big white flowers. Can't miss it. Meadow added to the map. New mission marked in the journal. Big white flowers. Got it. When I was back in... I guess we're going to do a lot of reminiscing. When I was back in community college for architecture, modeling was something we did when we wanted to make like a building and show what it would look like. And Yarrow made good trees for such. Yeah, it was Yarrow. Yep. So long ago, viewer. Anyway, it's time for us to move to a new spot. We can, once we get to the edge of a screen, the map icon will show up, and we can go to a location there. You can also click on your character on the map there, and then click on a location instead of having to wait or travel to the edge of the screen, and your character will automatically go there. You can only travel in the world to places that you know exist. We cannot travel and just explore this the desert out here. That's the game telling us that we can interact with things when we get close to them. It does not matter where our cursor is, only where our character is. And these look like white flowers. You find some yarrow, but there's black stuff on it. Inspect the black substance. It's tacky and viscous to the touch. But on closer inspection, light dances within it in every color of the rainbow. Take only the clean yarrow. You try to separate the clean yarrow, but the black stuff clings. You end up with all of it. 1 dirty yarrow and 3 clean yarrow. Useful herb with healing properties. Heals a hit point. Useful herb with healing properties, but this one is covered with a thick black substance. -1 hit point. There are hidden things in many of the maps, but not all of them. You have to get close with your character to see them. You notice something shimmering in the long grass. It's a golden coin. Lucky you. I like the sound of the crickets and insects chirping. This guy certainly looks like he's being suspicious. You can get used to living on the move. The llama's head is tucked down. This is Roberto. I know better than to pet a llama. I'm gonna get spat at or bit. I knew you'd come through. Thanks, kid. Roberto only needs a bit. You can keep the rest. You lost a yarrow? Oh, and here's something for your troubles. Let me get a coin. Thanks. Hold up. What's that on your hands? Oh, I cleaned some black stuff off the yarrow. Whoa there. Don't come any closer. You better go wash that stuff off right away. Now. The llama agrees, apparently. Roberto spits. It's pretty judgmental for a llama. Get rid of the yarrow? Yep, guess get rid of it. Otley knows what he's talking about. It takes some scrubbing, but you manage to wash it all off. There is a guilt system in the game, depending upon what you do. Actions which are, I suppose, selfish, mean-spirited. Or sometimes you just do something and a bad outcome occurs, will give you guilt. This will affect us in some ways as we play the game. A lightness lifts some of the guilt or removes it from us. Anyway, thanks, kid. Roberto and I appreciate it. We'll see more about how that will interact with us as we play the game. There is, to my knowledge, no way for you to measure how much guilt you possess, other than some of what transpires as you play the game. Your father stares out into the horizon. Do you need anything? Let's brush up on your training. We've spotted strangers near the sacred tree. I'm ready. Good. Let's see what you can do. Alright guys, combat. Let's see if I can explain how this works. There was a game that I've played, maybe you've heard of it, called Blood Bowl, or any real-time strategy game will work for this, that you can pause while you play. In this game, you have your planning stage and then the action stage. Here, currently, we're planning what to do with... I'm going to try to pronounce his full name. How do I say this? Tecotl? Teclatl? Teclatl? We'll say Teclatl. Over on the lower right-hand corner of the screen are my actions I can do on my turn. I can wait, I can move, I can punch. Right now, we need to get close to these things. We can also see what they are doing on their turns. They are going to be idle on their turns and not do anything. You can see what they're doing by looking at the very bottom center portion of the screen. These are idols. Well, they're scarecrows, not idols, but they will idle when their turn begins. You see what actions all the enemies will perform as they want to do them. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and click over here in order to have our character run up. And then, since this is the only character we're controlling, our turn ends, and then everything acts, doing the thing that they are showing that they want to do. I might be doing a bad job describing this. Let's just show you. So I'm going to have Teclatl move here. There we go. That was one entire turn. If these things wanted to move, or could move, they would. And they'd move wherever that they were going to do as we were moving up to where we were moving. Basically, you plan what you want to do, and then you hit do it. And then everything acts, doing the thing that they wanted to do. Let's now punch. If you hover over punch, it tells us quite a bit of information about it. It will interrupt an enemy. We'll see what that means a little later. It does 1 damage. It costs us 1 magic to use it. Magic can be recovered in several ways. One of them is by simply moving. When you move at all, you will recover 1... Well, that's not necessarily true. When you use the movement action, you'll recover 1 mana. If you move to engage an enemy with an attack, like this punch right here, we do not recover any mana. You can also wait, in which case you pass your entire turn and do nothing, but you recover 3 points of mana when you do that. Good work, Techo. Let's give you a moving target. Okay. So we can select a spot on the ground, in which case we'll target it. We can also target a character like our father here, and we'll try to swing at him. But if he moves, we might miss him with our attack. You can hover over a target to see what it is that they're going to do on their turn. Our father is moving to this spot. We can also see above his head what he wants to do. He is going to be moving on his turn. Let's chase him. He's moving again. We probably can reach him. Let's hit him. Moving again. Let's chase him. And hit him again. And one more time. Not bad, kid. I'll fight back now. Stay focused. Winning a fight is pretty simple. Hit and avoid getting hit. Alright, so our father is moving and moving up to us. Notice as well now, if I hover over him, that we are highlighted when I do so. He wants to move to us, is what that's telling. Is what that's saying. Now he wants to swing at us. He'll do no damage. His attack will interrupt us if we were attacking him. Whew. We're faster than him, so he's gonna have a hard time trying to catch us. Uh-oh. Woo! Just barely missed us with that one. You can dodge me, but there are some opponents you can't outrun. Quick dancing around and hit me with a punch. If you think you can, that is. Let's let him get a little closer. Move away, he'll swing, he'll miss, we'll hit him back. Life is a fight, not a race. Keep running if you want to, but it won't help you win. Alright, don't split my lip now. Good work, Techo. I knew you had it in you. A great defense will keep you in a fight, but a good offense will get you out. I won't give you a window to strike now. You'll have to interrupt my attacks. Okay, so now he is too close to us. We cannot run away from him. Or rather, we can, but we'll take a hit. Because we can't get the distance before he swings at us. but our punch interrupts him, which means if we swing faster than him, we won't take the damage because we'll have stunned him effectively. He's going to swing again. We're still too close, so we need to hit him again. Now we have enough distance, we can probably get away if we move directly away from our father. I'm going to move away again to an angle to let him get a little closer to us. Okay, you've made your point. Looks like you know what you're doing. Let's see what else is on the menu. Maybe next we can... Oh, dodging. Dodging is on the chopping block. Let's turn up the heat and add a little complexity. Our father is throwing tomatoes, as we can see down below. He's going to throw 3 of them, and they do no damage, but they'll interrupt us. Tomatoes sound pretty dangerous. Let's move over this way. Now, if I hold down spacebar, I can see the trajectory and the actions that everything on the battlefield will be doing. You can also hover over them individually to see what they will do. Here you can see all the tomatoes are flying in this trajectory and will end up going to here. I think they'll end up here at the end of the turn. So I'm going to go ahead and move toward our father. He's throwing more tomatoes. I don't quite see where they're going to end up, but I know he wants to throw them at me. Let's run up this way. Now, we can curve our movement, and at this point I need to stress, just in case you pick up this game after watching this particular video and you start playing it like crazy, you can curve your move action, but not, to my knowledge, other actions which are similar to move. Keep that in mind. To curve an action, in this case, I'm going to move in this direction here by the... Actually, let me hold down spacebar first. Okay, good. All right, sorry. Tomatoes are missing. We're going to move here. I'm going to hold down the left mouse button, and then I can curve from that point, like this. Good! Time to strike back! Melee attacks are quicker than ranged. Get close and punch away. He's idling. I'll punch again. We have to get some distance. Okay. You've made your point. Looks like you know what you're doing. Not bad, but you better keep practicing. You gained 10 experience. Time to practice your Arco skills. Okay, let's go ahead and access our Arco. Our characters will level up as we play. Here, Tequatl, we can select shoot arrow. In fact, we have to. We're going to progress the game. Basic range attack, slower than melee attacks, doesn't interrupt an enemy, does 2 damage, costs 2 mana to use it. It'll automatically be slotted into an open slot over here. Obviously, you cannot slot more abilities than you have slots for them. It'll matter as we continue to play the game. This is the final test. Don't hold back, Tico. I'm supposed to actually shoot you, or Teko. They're padded arrows, kid. Your mom would kill me if I died. Okay. Our father is moving to this spot. Arrows aren't like, they're not bullets, so we have to kind of lead the target. If I shoot my arrow here, we won't hit him this turn, but maybe we'll have hit him next turn if our father continues to advance toward us. Now, it does cost 2 mana for us to fire that, so we are currently out of mana. Looks like this should hit our father. The game there was also telling us that, hey, sometimes there's things on the battlefield that will or could potentially impact the battle in some way. In this case, there's this, a mana plant. This is Magia pickup when it touched or hit. Regrows in 8 turns. If we touch this, we will recover 6 mana. We'll move down towards it. Our father's going to throw tomatoes. Do a little bit of a curve action here. well, now we're not getting this, because those tomatoes are heading right towards it. You're a quick study. Got me good that time. Your father is staring off into the horizon again. Dad? The world keeps changing. He looks at you. Do you know why Eos have survived for so long? The gods like us? We adapt. There are many different peoples on Mesiok. Is that right? Masitok. We Eos are proud of our traditions, but we've never been afraid to embrace new cultures. So, I'll be adaptable. Your father is silent for a moment. You do what you have to do in order to survive. Remember who you are, Taco. I'm not likely to forget. Well, that's enough chit-chat. You should look for an offering for the tree. New mission marked in the journal. On a thread at a place on this tent, nobody weaves tighter than your mom. After a lifetime of waking up to the same view every day, it's cool to see so many new sights on this journey. Must have been exhausting to get here, though. This will be a familiar sight one day, once you've made the journey many times like your parents have. Your dad whittles by the campfire. He taught you how, but you don't see the point of it. What's that going to be? It's going to be an owl. Your snoozing grandpa snorts awake for a moment. Owl! Heralds of death. But my name means owl. You named me a bad omen? It's not a bad omen, Teko, just a powerful one. A Teklotl is a messenger between worlds. We knew when you were born that a great change was coming. We named you Teklotl to protect you. God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry if your name is this, and I'm mispronouncing it. This looks like how do I say that one bird dragon? Quetzalcoatl? I can't pronounce it. So I'm trying to pronounce it in a similar way. And I know I pronounced that word wrong, so I'm just pronouncing both of them wrong. Please forgive me. When are we leaving, Dad? Not for a few days, Teko. We were supposed to leave tomorrow. That was before we spotted the strangers. What strangers? I haven't seen any. They were spotted near the sacred tree. But don't a lot of Eos go to the sacred tree? The strangers weren't from Eo lands. They weren't from any lands around here. They were new. They were newcomers. Newcomers. Cool. Stay away from them, Teko. I mean it. Yes, sir. What should I give the tree? Only you can decide that, Teko. But it should be something personal. Something important to you. But I can't think of anything. Your dad sighs. Maybe check with Silali. Is that right? Sitlali. I think she just got back with some new goods. Not as big as your home in the village, but this nomad life is kind of fun. It's different. Grandpa's still sleeping. He's still sleeping? Why is he so tired? He's old, Teko. One day you'll understand. Yeah, yep. Why are we stopped here, Mom? We told you. There were strangers spotted by the sacred tree. I want to see. Don't even think about it, little man. Ugh. I'm so bored. Now, you know very well there's plenty to do. Oh yeah, like what? Otley always needs help with something. You know how Roberto gets. I already helped Otley. Do you have an offering yet? No. Uh-huh. What about Sitlali? She's always looking for something. Yeah, I can always give you more chores. Okay. I got lots to do. Anything but chores. Teko, what can I do for you? You find anything cool lately? For sure, I got a rattler tail of some Twog traders. What's a rattler? It's a type of snake out in the desert. The meat tastes just like chicken, so they say. Though I'm pretty sure that the Twog who told me that has never tried chicken. Cool. Their tails make neat rattling noises. Might be a good offering for the sacred tree. Can I have it? You can have anything for a price. What price? Lizard eggs. I'll trade if you got any. New mission marked in the journal. I bet I can find some. Come back when you've got a lizard egg for me. Techo, I'm bored. Mom has chores for you to do. maybe this isn't our sister. Maybe this is someone else's daughter or sister. You got a gift yet for the tree? No. Well, you've got time to find her one. Okay. Do you have a gift for her yet? Well, no. Uh-huh. You notice some scratches on her knee. How'd you hurt yourself? Koza looks furtively around. I overheard the adults talking about a cave, and I went looking for it. Oh, good for her. She's brave. Cool. I mean, so we can say don't ever do what the adults do. Do what the adults tell you to do. But I think Techo is probably a little impetuous himself. We'll have him encourage that. Well, the path was too rocky, so I didn't actually get to see it. But I'll show you where it is. She draws a map in the sand. Cave added to the map. New mission marked in the journal. Koza's sand drawings are surprisingly accurate, and you quickly find your way to the cave. Not bad for a little kid. Hope she keeps drawing. Some buffalo? A small herd of tak-tak are tearing into the patch of grass. I guess your favorite food never gets old. The stench of reptilian feces assaults your nose. Gross. Talk about leaving a mess. No lizard response. We've embarrassed them. The only thing out here is a cave. Let's go on in. It's dark in there. Not very inviting. A choir of hisses echoes through the cave. What have I gotten myself into? Let's fight. A Gila lizard. Look at his face up there. That's terrifying. 3 hit points. He's moving up. I think he'll be outside range if I shoot, so we probably want to move up just a hair. Reminds me of the lizards from Rain World with the way that their legs move. Let's get some distance and fire again. Oh, we can't. We're a little too. I think we'll hit him with this punch. I think barely. Actually, where's he moving to? Okay, he is moving up. We'll move up instead. And then punch him. Yes! 2 more enemies inbound. We don't have any mana, so I can't launch an arrow towards where they're spawning in. If I shoot them, I don't think I get away. I think they're going to be too close. So we're going to move a bit. This is going to be tricky. Oh, or not so tricky. Get some good distance. Oh, I missed! I thought I had targeted it, too. That's a bit awkward. Ooh! Now, when you miss with arrows, they will be on the ground, or sometimes they will be. If you run over an arrow that is on the ground, I believe you recover 1 mana. I'm gonna wait, and then punch this one. Cool. 3 lizard eggs. I can exchange these for that rattler tail. Alright, let's also go to our inventory. Gila lizard egg. The contents are often used as glue, or for alchemy. Throwable. Makes targets stuck. This portion of your inventory is for items you can equip and use in combat. However, you can't use whatever ones you want. You have to have them actually equipped to your character. To do that, we'll just hit E, and they'll fill the slot. Tequatl here only has one inventory spot for carrying such items. Coins. Shiny discs could exchange for basically anything. Alright, well, let's go back. Parents are very lenient, I suppose. Let us just go out adventuring for things. Oh, are those lizard eggs? Yeah, it turns out that cave was full of a heap of angry lizards. Oh, Sadali has been looking for lizard eggs. I bet she traded something cool from her caravan. Yeah, that rattler tail. Maybe this guy's just, like, moving stuff around. He's setting up his own camp and isn't, like, spying. Echo, what can I do for you? Still got that rattler? Yep, I'll trade it for lizard eggs if you got any. Yep. We'll trade a lizard egg. Here you go. The finest dead snake tail I've got. Rattler. Cool. I hope the sacred tree likes it. You have anything else? Show your wares. Oh? Got anything to pay me with? Joke's on you. I earned some coin. Blueberries, a bandage, and dynamite. Not that we can afford that. We could sell yarrow or lizard eggs to get a little more money, but that would give us 4 more gold, which is still not enough for dynamite. So not for us. Rattlesnake tail. Makes a cool sound. Oh, but can we use it? We can! Alright, anything else? No, looks like that's about it. Your family is gathered by the campfire. Hey, kid. Come sit by the fire. I got a story. And there's food. Food, I'm starving. You burn your tongue on the pozzle. Was that right? Pozzal? Pozzoli? But it's worth it. We're gonna go with Pozzol. Pozzol? Pozzoli? Zol? 2 points recovered, but we were not injured. Grandpa clears his throat. He looks alert after his long nap. We know the tales of the great gods. We've heard stories of the feathered serpents and the 4 suns humans lived under before this one. But today, I have a story about a tree. The lingering chatter dies down. Everyone listens. The sacred tree was once an ordinary woman, an EO hunter like me or you. The food in your belly and the warmth of the fire make your eyelids heavy. Close your eyes. You dream of a woman walking in the forest. A bow and arrows are strapped to her back, and her long cloak trails behind her in the dirt and leaves. Examine the cloak. The cloak is a patchwork of furs and leathers. Follow her. You follow her as her steps grow more furtive. There's no sign of her prey, as far as you can tell, but the hunter seems certain of the trail. She slows and draws her bow. Listen for her prey. You hear the soft padding of pawed feet. There's a sudden thwack of a flying arrow. You hear a struggled cry of a jaguar, and then you see it. You gasp at the sight of the beautiful blue jaguar, felled by the hunter's arrow. The woman turns sharply and looks right at you. The gods were angry. You start awake and look around. You're back by the campfire. The dream seems so real. They turned the Io Hunter to a tree. The world must remain in balance. The blue jaguar held up the weight of the heavens, and the hunter had to take the blue jaguar's place. Seems harsh. We hunt to survive. We harvest from the earth. But some take more than is needed. There's always a price to pay. It's getting colder. Your eyelids are still heavy. Shake it off. The hunter's punishment was to become the tree, unable to hunt, forever holding up the heavens. All Eos go on a pilgrimage to thank the sacred tree for upholding the balance. Its words lull you into sleep once more. You wake in the middle of the night. You dreamt of the sacred tree, of her terrible loneliness. The offerings have dwindled, and she doesn't know why. Get up. You'll never see the sacred tree if you wait for the adults. They might decide to turn back for home tomorrow. New mission marked in the journal. Updated my journal. Mom and Dad's tent. It's a wooden chest. Your dad keeps his maps here. Do we need them? You must go to the sacred... Oh, by the way, here's our journal, by the way. You must go to the sacred tree. Your dad's maps should have its location marked. Be careful not to wake him. It's locked. An image of the key your dad wears around his neck flickers through your mind. Well, we don't have any way to open it otherwise. Let's sneak in and take the key. You creep in close and reach to untie his key. Tamales. Delicious. He's rolling over. Grab the key. Key. I'll get a spicy one, darling. That was close. It's a wooden chest. Your dad keeps his maps here. The lock opens with a satisfying click. The map sits atop a pile of papers, parchments, and trinkets. Sacred tree location marked on your map. Doubt fills you. It's dark. The adults will be so angry. Without any offerings, the tree has no connections. She's all alone for all eternity. New mission marked in the journal. You know where she is. Go to her. This owl's been eyeballing you all week. Even its hoots sound judgmental. Not a good omen, I suppose. Or perhaps saying that we are doing the right thing. Here's something in the grass. Okay, well, a fight. Oh, we have 2 experience points. Let's go ahead and take this passive, getting +1 more mana. Let's fight. Here, looks like we have 2 explosive cacti. Does 4 damage. It's enough to kill us if we're in the AoE. Unfortunately, I cannot see what the AoE is of these unless I hover over them. Let's see if we can bring the beetles closer and down towards us. Uh-oh. Woo! We'll preemptively fire at where this one's spawning. And run away. I'm going to wait to recover more mana. And we'll shoot this one again. Wait again. It's going to be close, but we should be able to punch it. Actually, let's get some distance. In the face, beetle. Sweet. We're not hurt, so we don't need to use any items after combat at the moment. Wind rustles through the upper branches of the sacred tree. They sway gently as if to greet you. Hello. You feel shy and suddenly doubtful of your offering. Maybe it's not personal enough. Well, anything is better than nothing. Get close to the tree to deliver your offering. The story here reminds me a bit of both Quest for Glory 2 and 3, where the girl in the desert pleaded to the gods to save her, and they turned her into a tree, and the giant 3 in Quest for Glory 3 that we saw. Lights glimmer as you approach. So pretty. But it feels like something is watching. You realize the glimmering lights are humming. They're fireflies, and they're closing in on you. We need 12 experience points to pick Dash. We can't take that yet. And we have the only thing we can equip. Let's fight. Now this firefly is doing a move action, but note the move is in red. This means if it moves into us, if it bumps into us, we will take damage. It's the only way that fireflies, I think, can hurt you. I'll just wait here. Run between these two. Ooh! I got hit. We're okay. A little too overconfident. I thought it was be just outside the range of the other one. We got quite a few of them on the way. Oh, I should point this out if you do pick up the game and play it. If you don't have enough mana to use an ability, you might click it and think you now have it selected and then click an enemy, but you will often then just run into them and die horrifically. Something to keep in mind. The adrenaline from fighting suddenly leaves you, and remember you're up way past your bedtime. So tired. I'm just gonna rest for a moment. Your head pounds. You open your eyes to searing light. What? The sun is high over you. You fell asleep at the sacred tree. My parents are gonna kill me! You rush to your feet, and then you remember. My offering for the tree! You roll around, but of course, the sacred tree is still there. She waits patiently for your offering. Approach the sacred tree. You pull out the rattler's tail, which seemed good enough at the time, but now seems too impersonal. Give the tail a shake. At least it makes a cool noise. Now, we don't have to donate it, we can just not do so. but we brought it here for her. This was really important for us, and it might be important for her. So let's donate it. Just as you kneel to make your offering, a thunderous noise and a gust of wind rushed past your head. What the heck? What the fuck, Diego? It's just a kid. And he makes great target practice. Ha! The strangers speak gibberish. Their faces are pale. You don't recognize what tribe their clothing is from, so we don't Tekko doesn't understand what they're saying, but we do. They must be newcomers. They must be the newcomers your father warned you about. They seem to have fallen into an argument. Should find out if he has people nearby. Ah, come on. Let's play with them first. These men are dangerous. Let's run. Hey, he's getting away! They fire more invisible missiles at you. We have 16 experience points. Let's go ahead and purchase Dash 2. Now, if you didn't spend experience points or were wounded before combat and forgot to use healing items, you can come up here and restart. This will let you do the battle over again if you don't like how it's going for you. Switch out what you have equipped or what have you, or retreat from the battle. Now, we can't retreat from the battle because we have to do this. And, well, I'm fine with our inventory and skills. We picked up a new skill, Dash 2. Dash 2 lets us move quicker. We can jump over pits and what have you with it. Effectively, think of it like flying short distances, or somewhat long distances, I guess, here. And we're much faster while we do this. All these guys are going to shoot us with their revolvers, and that's probably very bad for our health. So let's just dash down here. We have 3 more enemies on the way. Yep, we can dash over this ravine here. It might be a little tricky to do so. Ooh! Oh, and Tim, you're really close. Let's interrupt them. Your lungs are on fire, but you have to keep running. You're running blindly as fast as you can when you almost run right into giant monsters. But they're just machines. What is this place? The sticky black gunk Otley hates is everywhere. Oil drills. Or pumps. Is that right? Oil wells. Oil wells. That's what they're called. Now, viewer, we are not allowed to leave. We must go into the camp. Just a heads up. There he is. Get him. It's the men from earlier. The scary one reaches for you, but someone else grabs you first. Come on, let me at the little fucker. Shut your crying. I'm taking him to the boss. What for? The boy can tell us where his people are. Who cares? We don't want anyone to discover us. Ah. So we find him and keep him quiet. You wriggle free, but there's nowhere to run. I think we can move toward without dashing. Oh! We died just like that. I didn't think he was shooting. Was he I didn't... I'm gonna restart. I can't restart. That's it. We're dead. I didn't think he had the revolver icon there. Okay. That's it. Has anyone seen Teko? The boy's family worried when they couldn't find him. They were still searching when the strangers came. We're under attack! Teko, where are you? The villagers were no match for the strangers. The sacred tree didn't receive any offerings that year. They called it the Year of Bad Luck. But there were no offerings in the following years either. The end of Act 1, viewer. Thank you for watching. A heads up that I have never killed any of the people during that battle. I have always died in it. Even though I know how the combat works. I didn't think he had the gun icon showing. I thought he had the reload icon showing. I'm gonna double check. I'm gonna be rather upset. I thought for sure I could down one of the gun guys right there. That's upsetting if I wasn't able to do that. Ah, well. That sucks. But that doesn't suck as much as Tequatl's family. Sounds like they were all slaughtered by those guys. And him too. Not a happy ending for that family. Alright. Guys, I'll see you in the next one, I hope. And take care. Thanks again for watching.